Good afternoon, 2 p.m. on a gorgeous, I think it looks like it's gorgeous out there now, Monday afternoon. And wow, look behind me. Oh boy. Looks like some more amazing food. Oh God. Is that a fajita with cheese on there? Looks like my favorite, the hot sauces. The red, it might be hot. We're going to find out. But this is another local business in our community, located in Jupiter. Authentic Mexican food. I'm going to bring him on here in a second, but our owner, Jeff, told me about this place. I've never been there yet, but he says it's to die for Mexican food made by mom and dad with traditions passed down from generation to generation back in the kitchen there. That's the type of food I'm talking about. So I'm going to throw it right out now to Jeff Lichtenstein and Omar Montes, owner. Now I'm going to try to pronounce it, Omar. I've been working on it. I might not get it right. El Fogoncito.
You got it.
You got it finally.
That was in my gringo voice.
No,
So
that was not your gringo voice. That was great.
Yeah.
You accentuated the right letter too on it. Fogoncito. You got it.
Fogoncito. So
what does El Fogoncito mean?
Back in the day when I was growing up in Mexico, my mom used to cook on this actual brick oven, and it's called el fogón. So a fogón is basically a hole on the ground made out of brick like a U shape, and then you cook with actual wood, and we got the name from it, el fogoncito. So it's like fire pit, Mexican fire pit almost.
Okay.
So yeah, basically that's what it means.
So this is my personal favorite Mexican restaurant. It's on Jupiter off Indiantown Road, and then we had this pizza place we used to go to because it was authentic Chicago thin crust pizza, which is really, everybody talks about thick crust, but it's thin. They're cut in squares, and they close up one day, and then you guys open, and so we were down and we went, and then now we had our favorite Mexican place, so it was all
awesome.
good.
Well, I love it when
it is so good, so authentic. And it's you're the best hole in the wall secret, around. Tell us a little bit about how long you've been in where all the recipes came from and everything.
So at Fogoncito, we're a family-owned and operated restaurant. So it's owned by my mother and father, which they're both the cooks in the kitchen, cooking the meals. Everything that comes out of the kitchen is completely done from scratch on a daily basis, all starting from our tamales, our enchiladas, our corn tortillas get done in-house completely on a daily. We run out throughout the day, we make a new batch. We don't overmake on a daily basis to keep everything fresh. The whole thing behind it is this has been a dream of my mom and dad for over 32 years. And it's taken them 32 years to actually come into fruition. Besides all four kids going to school, going to college, putting the kids to college, all the kids are growing out with their own families. So this was the time to actually get them to go into the actual spot. And this kind of landed on my father's lap, and we ran away with it. The pizzeria was here for a very long time, and we took it over a couple of years ago. All the recipes come from my grandmother to my mother, from my great-grandmother, and it's recipes that I've eaten my whole life, and my mom has cooked her whole entire life. So it's like she's mastered the whole recipe of the Mexican cuisine with a little bit of a twist. As you know, in the menu, there's definitely an option for everybody on the menu.
What is the one in the black pot that's scalding out? That's the most amazing dish I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that is our signature dish. So basically it's a molcajete. It's literally a lava rock. And that's where we used to make our salsas. So all the salsas back in the day, before there was blenders or anything, you used to smash all the chilies, all the tomatoes into the actual clay pot. So what we did is we took it and twisted it up on ourselves, and we actually serve our molcajete, which is a piece of meat, some Mexican sausage chorizo, cactus, queso fresco, beans, and then it gets cooked and sauteed in an in-house green tomatillo salsa, and then it gets put into the actual hot lava rock. So the actual rock is hot. We put it over.
Yeah, no, I've touched it. I've touched it before by accident.
Yeah, so we put it over open flame, and then we throw all the condiments in there. It comes with rice and beans and the side of tortillas. And it's kind of, you build your own taco kind of deal, but it's in a more upscale kind of molcajete lava stone.
Then tell us about your two salsas.
So
and then there's I know there's a hidden
Oh
a
yeah,
backroom sauce
there's
too.
the hitting red, the hitting red salsa, that famous head.
Yes, that's hot.
So our green salsa is more on the milder side. That's what comes with our chips. So everybody that comes into the restaurant gets to sit down, and you always will get a batch of chips. Chips and salsa, that's your initial. We'll bring you chips and salsa. Our red is the mild. The green is more on the medium. And then we do, upon request, we do have something that is more of a red guajillo chili that is spicy. But it's not spicy that's going to blow your head off. It's actually it's spice, but it doesn't linger. I don't know if you've tasted it, Jeff.
Yes, I have. It was presented to me, so that's how I know that the secret sauce. But I know you have to ask for it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the moles that we were talking about.
Our mole. So our mole, we have two different kinds of mole. It's the same. It's essentially the same sauce that we use, and it's elaborated with a lot of different condiments. There's peanuts. There's sesame seeds. There's bread. There's chilies, there's all types of spices. There's over like 20 spices that go into this procedure of this sauce, which is our mole. And we serve it in a bed of chicken quarters. It's serving chicken quarters with the sauce and beans, or we can actually do our chicken mole enchiladas. And that mole gets done on a daily basis as well.
So did you have all these dishes growing up?
So I grew up with this food my whole entire life, Jeff. My whole entire life, I've been eating this kind of food. I mean, my mom has been the master of the kitchen. My dad used to work along in Palm Beach County throughout different restaurants. He used to be the chef at Johnny Lomboat's and Two Drunken Goats out in Singer Island.
I didn't know that.
He used to work at Jupiter Crab back in the day. I don't know if you've been here for a long Jupiter.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
In Tequesta. So he did all of that. And my mom has always kind of cooked this whole dishes. My dad was most of the Americanized food. And then putting both of the actual mixtures together between my dad being the chef and my mom being the cook at home, they came together and built this menu that it's completely substantial and there's different options for it. So all the dishes were stuff I ate my whole entire life, but just refined for a more commercial and restaurant environment. But the taste, the condiments are the same.
How have you guys adapted to this what's going on right now?
It's been hard. So we had to close the doors for the restaurant on March 15th. We had to, unfortunately, let all of our employees go. We had to revert our whole mindset and our whole business into takeout and delivery only. We're using our third-party apps. We haven't done our delivery for ourselves yet because we're doing takeout. But delivery-wise, we use Uber Eats, Buy Squad, and Delivery Dudes with the potential of hopefully next week launching our own delivery service. So we do all takeout and delivery till now. We're not opening till Wednesday morning. We'll open at 11. Our hours has slightly changed. Now, instead of opening for breakfast, I know you like breakfast. Unfortunately,
the breakfast is amazing.
I know. Unfortunately, because of what's going on and what's happening and the regulations, we're going to start opening at 11 from 11 to 8 on a daily basis to further notice for now.
And then, when you opened up, how was when this happened? Were your parents just crushed with everything? And have they adapted now?
When we opened the restaurant with the whole COVID.
This was the whole thing, yeah. It had to be because you guys were doing so
when
well.
we opened the restaurant, this year is going to be 2 years. August 13th of this year is going to be 2 years. When we opened the restaurant, it was slow and steady. You know, we kind of waited till the very last minute to do any advertisement because we didn't know what was going to hit us at the beginning of it. It's great. Business is good. Regarding this pandemic and the COVID-19, we've had to adapt and conquer basically on a daily basis.
What takeaways are you going to learn from it? Like, what will you keep after when this is done?
What will I keep? Actually, just being present at the moment, man. I think everybody was living in a world of fast speed environment. And I think everybody at some point, at least myself personally and my family, it was all on the go. We're using this time to actually cope ourselves and just make sure when we come out here, we come out stronger with what we were, and just taking all the rules and regulations that are being provided by us and all the information and try to implement it for our staff and our clients as well, to keep everybody safe. Everybody in the restaurant will be wearing masks and gloves throughout service, dealing with customers. We're going to 25% capacity starting on Wednesday. I know we can open the doors today. We chose not to open the doors today or tomorrow We wanted to make sure we ease into it. We don't want to jump straight into something that the uncertainty of it, it's unknown to this point, you know. And we sit 60 people at 25%. It's only 2 tables because it includes the staff as well at the capacity. It's not just clients; it's the capacity.
I didn't know that. Wow. Can the way your restaurant is decorated? It's just like I love the colors. It's just, you know, it's like bright greens and reds and yellows, and there's a sombrero, and then you've got a light show, you know, going on by the bar, and then can you give us a little tour?
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera and I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the actual restaurant. Let's see if I can flip this. There you go. So this is the beginning of it. So all our paintings, all of the paintings and all of the decorations. So this right here is actually our plaza, our hometown square. So all the paintings and everything that you see at the restaurant were imported from Mexico. So we had a painter, a local artist from our hometown, paint every single painting that's on the wall and on the tables as well. So we had, these are actual prints. I have the originals at home. That's an original canvas. All the decorations were imported. I personally, myself, between my mother, my father, and all the kids, brought them from Mexico. This is another one of our paintings. This is the actual typical dance, which is La Danza de los Viejitos, which is also known as the old people's dance, because as you see, they're all dressed in typical Mexican attire with their old masks. You got
that's I assume why McCartney and Elton John and Ricky Martin have all hired you, because you've mastered the dance.
Yeah, right. And so remember the name, the Fogoncito. I don't know if you can see. You see how these 2 ladies are actually cooking? So that's what the Fogoncito comes out of it. So that on top is where the tortillas are being made. So our logo has that big old pot. So imagine that pot on that. That's where we got the name from El Fogoncito on it. And then going into here, you got flags, you got stuff hanging from all over the walls. You got your typical, you know, bull rider, you got the guitar, you got that. And then on the above shelf, you have that light show you've been talking about. There we go. It's all right here. It's very colorful, very upbeat. And then we go here to the bar. This is our bar. All this were custom made for us. As you can see, all the trinkets, all the little miniatures that were all imported from Mexico, brought specifically for the restaurant right here. It's just a little bit of a culture. And then oddly enough, all those masks that are hanging on the wall, those are just memorabilia of all the travels that I've been to everywhere, basically. You got the parrot on there and the color scheme. So this is our wall. This is our Instagram. This is our Instagram, Facebook wall. So people can take pictures and tag the restaurant on here with all the toys and everything that's behind it.
Jeff, I gotta tell you, you found a gem here. This is incredible. I'm when it opens back up, I'm gonna come.
Once we open, you gotta check us out.
I have to say,
so we have specials during the week. On Monday through Thursday, there's always a special. So like Mondays is enchilada Monday. So you can get a full portion of green chicken enchiladas with the drink for $7.99. And then on Tuesdays, we have tacos a la carte. So we have our steak tacos are like $2.50. Our pastor tacos are $1.50. And we just have options. Wednesdays is burrito Wednesday. So you can get a burrito for $7.99. And then Thursdays, you got flautas, which is like literally rolled up taquitos with the drink for $7.99 for lunch specials from 11 to 4, Monday through Thursday.
I absolutely love authentic Mexican food, Spanish food in general. I said my wife's Puerto Rican, and
yeah, you got
the gringo, but
like the mixture of cooking at home, man. Ecuadorian and Puerto Rican.
Hey, Omar, why don't we get something for Rob tonight? It's on my treat. Rob, what do you suggest?
I'll have I don't know. Let me pull up some pictures first. Let me pull up some pictures really quick, just so we can talk about what we see here. What's going on here?
So here on the left is our signature dish, which is a chicken fogoncito, which is a chicken breast, grilled chicken breast with some poblano peppers, onions, and chorizo on top. Gets served with rice and beans and a little salad. Then you have our tacos. Then you have the green enchiladas on the top right. And then the one in the Lava Rock, it's actual our signature molcajete. That's the Fogoncito. That is absolutely to die for, man. The mixture between the poblano peppers, that's our fajitas right there. And yeah, I mean, we have everything. We have from cuts of steak, we have from Mexican fire wings. If you like wings, we have our Mexican fire wings, Jeff, which are the same salsa that you actually like,
man.
Jeff. So imagine
And
with that spicy salsa you enjoy. That's our Mexican fire
and the spicier for me the better. The hotter the better.
Okay.
That's the secret sauce in the back.
In Puerto Rican, I'm surprised that you actually like spicy.
I love the hottest. The hotter the better for me. Question.
What's up?
Sorry. So do you
Rob,
guys
why don't you take over the controls?
So really quick, you can come back. I just want to ask him a couple questions. Do you make, now this is a weird request here that haven't heard of it in a while. People, when I say the word, they're like, what are you talking about? So we had a friend of ours back in Pennsylvania. She was of Mexican descent, and she used to make a thing called, I hope I'm right saying this, pambazos,
Yes.
which was
we have
basically
pambazos.
like,
Yep.
oh.
No, exactly what you're talking about. So a pambazo is basically a bread, a sandwich. It's literally a piece of bread that the actual bread gets dipped into a red guajillo salsa. The bread gets dipped, then the actual filling is potatoes, chorizo, and then it gets put in there. Then you put lettuce, tomato, onion, crema, queso fresco on top, close it up, and just eat it like it's a little bit on the messy side. But let me tell you, it is absolutely amazing.
That's it. And no one knows when I say it. They're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm telling you, she was Mexican. She used to make this dish. It was incredible. And it's messy.
Oh, yeah,
it is
it's
messy,
simple,
but
it's nice and simple, and it's great. You should try us out. To be honest, anything, and not because it's my mom and dad cooking the meals and this is the family restaurant. Everything on the menu, was very well thought out. It only took about 32 revisions of the menu that we revised between my father and I, because between my mom and dad, they're like, oh, that was good. Oh, no, take that one out. Put this one in. And we ended up with like version 14 after 32.
And one thing I learned about the Spanish culture, Hispanic culture, and same as Italians, they like to feed people, and they give you a lot of food.
Yeah, I think that's in general the Hispanic Latin love of food and accommodation, and for everybody. I mean, I was raised, and I think everybody's known that when you go to a Hispanic family, you will either get off for a glass of water or some food, but they will feed you till you're full and you can't walk out of there, and you'll need a tow truck to get you out of the building. But yeah,
and if you don't,
as much as you can, seriously, for Christmas, we should have you guys over for dinner for Christmas one day, man, or Thanksgiving. It's a full-on family affair buffet that there's food for days.
And if you don't finish, they take it as a you didn't like their food. You have to finish the whole plate.
I think every mom, if you go to some mom's house and you don't finish their food, I think every mom will be like, oh, he didn't like my food. So when it comes down to
I'm married to my wife is Filipino. It's the same thing.
The same with food.
Yep. Well, I mean, you better finish the food.
There's a few people just joining us on Facebook. So Andrew asked, what restaurant? This is El Fogoncito.
Andrew, this is what I've been telling you we need to go to.
No, this is a different Andrew. This is a different Andrew.
Okay.
And we have Paula. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Paula Lopez. She says, that's my awesome cousin. That's my awesome cousin. So we're coming back here as soon as it opens up. So we're joined by Omar Montes. Where are you guys located? Right off the Indiantown Road?
We're located right up in Indiantown. So we're 711 West Indiantown Road at the Jupiter Town Plaza, right? Same plaza as Hard Exercise Works and Average Joe's. Literally catty corner to Average Joe's in the corner.
And give your phone number again and your website. So if people want to check out your menu and they want to order.
Yeah, you can reach us at El Fogoncito iCloud. That's our email. All the name of the restaurant put together. Or the website is elfogoncitorestaurant.com. And our telephone number is 561-250-6295.
Fresh, authentic Mexican
food. Authentic as it's going to get, man. When you have a mom and pop cooking the meals in the kitchen, that's as good as it's going to get. You will leave here feeling full and happy and content.
So Rob, what do you want to order?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
Where are you? Where are you guys located? Rob, do I need to do a delivery for your lunch? All you gotta say is the word, my man. I am here, and all you gotta say is I want some food, and just send me an address, and I'll be more than happy to deliver your lunch.
I want some food, and I live in Palm Beach Gardens, so I have to look at the website first. I'll see. I'll see with Mike.
Oddly enough, I live in West Palm, so I'll be leaving the restaurant like around an hour and a half. I can always just drop it off by your house.
All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ask my kids are the ones I hope they're not
Let me
watching
know.
this or listening to this, but
I'm
let you know.
I'm gonna place an order. We gotta have something for tonight. So we're pescatarians too. So we've got the seafood, but we've had there's the one with the corn on the cob in it and the scallops and everything.
Yeah. So al vuelve a la vida, which is literally al vuelve a la vida is it's a rich broth of I don't even know, to be honest. My mom makes
amazing
all the broths. Guajillo is a guajillo, and it's full of seafood. It comes with crab, it comes with fish, it comes with potatoes, corn on the cob, and then I love it. Jeff, you've had it.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We got to do with a fajita, with like a seafood fajita, travel well with like shrimp in it.
Yep, it will.
Oh, we'll do that, and then you pick something else.
Okay, so shrimp fajita. Okay, with la vida, and Rob will pick something else.
I will message you after we get off here. We have a comment from a friend of mine, Keith Vukacic, says, ordered some tacos from your restaurant last week and they were great! Thank you, Omar. Keith says
awesome.
He ordered last week.
Thank you guys. And Jeff and Rob, thank you guys for giving small businesses like ours the opportunity to be on your guys' platform. This is huge for small businesses, family owned like ourselves. We appreciate that very much, guys.
No, and if you know anybody else who needs a little bit of some PR and that's a local in the area, just give us a shout and we'll be happy to.
We'll do. Absolutely. Jeff, this food, you want me to deliver or you want to pick it up?
If you're on your way, I'll deliver it. I'll call you afterwards and give you all our information.
Call me afterwards. Rob, do the same thing. I think we pretty much cover all the bases. All we wanted to see is get this place opened at 25% for phase 1, and then hopefully sooner than later, in the blink of an eye, we'll be into phase 4, and everything will be somewhat to what normal will be nowadays. Because I don't think it'll be normal what normal used to be for us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Omar and Jeff, for setting this up again. Another local business in our community. They live here, they sleep here, they work here, they blood, sweat, and tears into the food that they make. We need to support local businesses like Omar's families. This was their dream, like he said, and they got that dream and they made it a reality. And the food, look at the pictures behind me, folks. That's not cheap. Look at how stuffed that burrito is. They're not ripping. Look at the size of that burrito. I don't know if I could finish that in one sitting.
No, you can't. You won't be able to.
The fajitas, like I said, the hot sauce, the hotter the better for me. I know some people don't like it hot, but I love it hot. Again, Omar, what's the number to reach you guys one more time, and the website to go check out the menu?
So our phone number is 561-250-6295. Our website is elfogoncito.restaurant.com.
And so let's just see if we have a lot of people tuning in today to watch this. Andrew Borislau asks, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Andrew. Are there vegan options?
Yes, we do have vegan options. Absolutely, we have vegan options. We have vegetarian tacos, we have vegetarian burritos, we have vegetarian fajitas, vegetarian enchiladas, vegetarian sopes. Anything basically that can be stuffed into a tortilla can be actually made into a vegetarian dish, and we accommodate whatever requirements and dietary needs or allergy needs that they let us know. But yes, we have definitely different vegetarian options.
So Andrew, get on it. Call them now. Call them. place your order if you're looking for authentic Mexican food. Family run, family owned business. And Maria Cisneros says, "Mi buena comida." Very
Yeah.
good food.
Very
Very
good.
good food. So, Omar, I want to thank you again for joining
Thank you
us.
very
Jeff,
much, Rob. Thank you, Jeff. We'll be in touch.
Okay, I'll give you a call in a
I
little
hope
bit.
one day, I hope once this open, both of you guys will come in here and have lunch or dinner.
We
will.
will, absolutely. And breakfast when it's time.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hopefully we can open breakfast here coming up soon.
All right.
all right, I'm checking out the menu now, and I'll be in touch.
Perfect. Thank
Okay.
you very much, guys. Thank you again. Thank you, Echo Properties. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Jeff. We'll be in touch, guys.
Awesome.
Thank
Okay.
you. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon, guys. Thank you.
Hey, Rob, what time are we back?
3 o'clock. We're back
3
at
o'clock.
3 o'clock for a pressure cleaning business.
And then at 5, we've got Meyer Orthodontics. So
Meyer
see you
Benitez
guys-
Orthodontics at 5.
Okay, see you guys soon. Bye-bye, everybody.